and accept that.
No,
do you think if any opposition, let's say in 2027, somebody like P2B is on ticket, you think Asiwaju will win that?
If they allow the election to be free and fair,
it will be. That election is not.
Who told them that they should not try to read?
That election is not like that.
If they allowed it, we all know what happened in River State. If they allowed it, but where I want to go now, PDP, I'm talking to you. Go to court. Go and institute a case. Can somebody be without a party?
But of course, you can be without a party
and be in government. You elected under a platform.
You see, Supreme Court has set a judgment
that you can
be. You started with it.
No, you say it can't be without a party.
No, you said the new one has not been. You don't have a card. How do you prove?
Now I've moved. I've said I left PDP.
Yeah.
Then my name is not in APC. Where am I?
But let me
challenge it now, but it will come up tomorrow.
But let me also tell you something.
Challenge it.
Yeah,
who will challenge it in PDP?
Who is it? The remaining people are looking to move along.
Is there more than
It's a voice that will be heard from PDP.
PDP is gone.
Let me tell you, you begin to see the voices of people who said, like Show Me was saying, no, we can't go into coalition, so we don't lose our identity as PDP. But the governors are joining APC. What message do you have for people like Show Me?
I think Show Me is playing his script. Do you understand? Because he has not been able to bring up any cohesion from everyone he has been visiting. Do you understand? He has visited a lot of PDP stalwarts, the ones that have retired. So I wonder what he wants them to do to come back. So I don't think Show Me's message is accepted anyway.
Okay, let's move a little bit further. Fubara, we talked about it in the morning. The protesters are coming out singing Fubara T 2031, Tinubu T 2031, and do you see Fubara announcing the movement to APC, maybe if called back immediately?
Has he not announced it already? He said that he's going
to... He's here to announce.
No, the announcement, there are a lot of ways you announced things. Fubara said that he will support the president for 2020.
Now I'm talking about announcement of moving from... express announcement of moving from PDP.
Well, we have heard one part of it. Maybe if it's reinstated, we will get the other part of it.
Do you think Fubara will be doing that?
No, I won't be surprised, but I don't think it will be immediate. Why? Because of the factionalization of APC in River State.
No, they can quell all those.
No, if they do,
they can.
So that you're not the one to join. The one that belongs to the people in Abuja.
Okay. See, one significant thing you must notice is that Tom Polo said that this is who we have decided to follow now. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, he said it. Go and listen to that thing. He said it's the one we have decided to follow now, and we will not sacrifice our brother. So he said Fubara will come back.
It's just to match two of them.
It's just to match two of them. And I think I could forecast that's where the
this
call came in.
Yes, the society has become your lab.
That's how
you have taught a fake prophet. I could prophesy that your mother is a woman.
So on this matter now, he said he has told President that please will not sacrifice.
I mean, there's no prophet that will get it wrong at this time. If the governor of Delta State, where there is peace and to a large extent, like you said, he's performing. He's working.
His monies are released to him.
He's working. There is no problem. Nobody. The state is peaceful. If he could move, is it Fubara that sole administrator is I know.
He's governing his
it is finished. The Ghana politicians tell their former president it is finished. It is finished.
Bye bye, Mr. Governor.
Bye bye, Mr. President. Bye bye, PDP. So let's take it this way. Let's still remain in reverse. So we'll talk about. There is this claim Wike was also making, trying to remind people that Amaechi also, or let me not use the word also because he is not admitting he's making Rivers ungovernable for Fubara. That Amaechi made Rivers ungovernable for him. Picking out some facts. Because I do remember when his security was withdrawn, very late at night, he spoke out and we said, okay, let private security go and secure. He also referred to something I didn't actually notice it happened. The change of within 3 months of 12 commissioners of police. I didn't know it happened. I knew they were changing commissioners of police, but I didn't know it was up to 12.
Yes.
I didn't know it was up to 12. Did you? Was it really? Were there a time within 3 months that 12 commissioners of police were?
I said I didn't know it was up to 12, but Rivers has been in turmoil.
Yes.
What I mean turmoil. After Audley, Omeher, what happened to Omeher? Court case. It was Amaechi and Wike. They were friends. Wike almost single-handedly sponsored the court case. So when they start fighting, we should ask our question: what is the reason for their fight? These are two good friends, and truly, Amaechi made Rivers State ungovernable. I was part of the people that were hailing Wike. Wike stood and fought. He fought different minds. You remember one of the campaign rallies now? Amaechi was singing a war song and was dancing. Dance on stage. People were watching, singing a war song. That this state, the trade that came out from the campaign rally. But Wike still won. We hailed him, I hailed him. But because somebody has done it to you, that is not an excuse for you to repeat something. Then he called it evil. So why is this right now?
All right. In defense of maybe Amaechi, APC chieftain Chukwemeka Eze, came out to say Amaechi is Wike is a serial liar who has destroyed all platforms that accept him. Is that true?
This is academic. They are all written down. PDP made him who he is. Personality also made him who he is. Even the Jonathans. All the list. Where are they? Even Amaechi that took him to the federal part so that they nominated him as a minister. He has fallen out with all of them and has climbed top of the ladder. But beyond that, you see, if Amaechi made Port Harcourt or Rivers State ungovernable for him, he wouldn't have been where he is today. He was never suspended, was he?
The power that didn't suspend him.
Sorry?
The power that didn't suspend
They suspend him. That's number one. Number two, Amaechi was not going. That one you were talking about, Amaechi was singing war songs, was a campaign. Presidential campaign. Absolutely. But he goes to Rivers State every other week to go and have a function and do crowd. I mean, Amaechi was virtually almost all the time in Abuja. He wasn't having anything to do with it. Yes, of course, I know that many commissioners of police were removed, and maybe every 3 weeks, 3 months, 4 months, another one will be sent there and all that. But he stood his ground, and he knew what he was doing. But this one, he has muzzled the Fubara and has made sure he's removed or suspended, as it is. So, of course, there's always a friction between political godfather or friends that are in politics.
Yeah, because nobody entirely represents you.
Exactly.
Not even your son.
The NSA and El-Rufai, they were best of friends.
Yeah, of course.
I've seen them several times together. But today they are cat and rat. I mean, that's how it is.
That takes me to Kaduna. Let's since you mentioned El-Rufai, there is this news that Uba is kind of revoking some sales made by El-Rufai, particularly some of them in the schools and in some government owned facilities that were commercialized and sold out to people and allotted to people. They said Uba has reversed it and has promised to compensate, pay those people back, and he said he has done this for the overriding interest of the public. Do you see it's as true overriding interest of the public, or just to show that I am against El-Rufai?
That's why most investors are afraid of investing in Nigeria. This government will come up today with this policy. Tomorrow, another government will turn that policy. See, we know the war that is going on in Kaduna. It's just to reduce El-Rufai influence in Kaduna. It's not the public just want to make them happy. The major issue is just to wither down El-Rufai's influence in Kaduna. We're just rightly done. We don't say yes. But the main purpose is to wither down El-Rufai's influence. And they apply politics with people's life. Who says tomorrow that the person was succeeding will not return it? See what's happening, what happening in Kano. Emir was removed by the next governor entered, restored him. So this policy is what makes Nigeria unattractive.
Okay, in this case, because when they say overriding public interest, excuse me, they don't look at consequential damages that could arise. Let's just say Uba now compensates those people who paid for those properties at that time. And the consideration, those people consider it to be unfair. You know, this is not the money, dollar has increased and all that. We are not going to accept this money. And those people decide to take Uba to court.
So there's going to be a litigation.
There could be a litigation. If at the end of the day, the court, you know, gives a judgment in favor of those people, how could this whole exercise be described as for the valid report?
You see, the issue, I used to be a fan of El-Rufai before, when it was in FCT.
Yeah.
I think part of the development we saw in FCT and the sanity we have today is from El-Rufai, and I give him kudos for that. Really, I used to be his real fan until he turned a political liability in a way. What I think he did in Kaduna was nice. I know some of those colleges. They have massive area of land that they are not occupying. Massive.
Rather than leave them vast.
I'm telling you, they are bigger than some universities. So what he did for development's sake, he cut some part of the land, and so because there's development.
That's right.
And development is moving every day.
That's right.
So making those, try to make like Queen Amina, they have big, massive land that they are not using, and they are not hoping to use. So what he did was, let's development take place. Let's allocate this land to individuals and corporations. Let them develop this land for a particular purpose. Do you understand? Now, those people who he allocated them to, whether it's his friends or his cronies or himself.
Even nobody didn't raise that.
He didn't raise that, you know, and all that. So, but you see, most of the time, what normally happens is that we bring our own personal feelings into governance.
And say it's people's interest.
It's people's interest. So it's possible that Sani Uba also maybe trying to puncture El-Rufai's base.
He said because he believes in school. El-Rufai doing that doesn't mean he didn't believe in school.
No.
Because education these days has actually moved from only classroom to interaction with the people.
Do you understand? And I don't forget, El-Rufai attended Bariwa College. If I'm correct, very correct.
I don't have that record.
Yes, he attended in Zaria. He attended Bariwa College.